Shalom, friends. In this week's Torah portion of Pinchas, we read of an episode in the opening verses involving Pinchas, Zimri, and Cosbi. Zimri and Cosbi have fallen into a trap that was laid by Bilam HaRasha, Bilam the wicked prophet, who taught Balak how to entice the children of Israel away from the Lord. Balak, the son of Zippor, of course, his name meaning waster or destroyer, gives in to his natural fear of that which he cannot control, a circumstance that he does not know how it will end. And he begins to try to overtake Israel, first considering warfare. Can I overtake them naturally? Secondly, spiritual warfare. Can I somehow curse them to stop them? But finally, it is through the unchecked natural urge of man, and which is what Balaam's plot goes to. Send in your prettiest girls. Send in your choicest meat. Send in your nicest idols, and the children of Israel will be led astray. When we look at what motivated Balak, son of Zippor, Balak, of course, again, waster or destroyer, gives into what perhaps plagued his own father. Zippor, it comes from a Hebrew feminine noun meaning sparrow or flighty, fearful bird. It's the picture of a fluttering bird trying to get away from danger. Earlier this week, I had a moment where I found a bird in one of our outbuildings, a small sparrow, ironically, fluttering against the window. I had no idea how long it had been there, but it was trying to get out and it simply could not. And as I approached it and tried to help it, and extending my hand and just take it gently, of course it wanted no part of the help that I had to offer. So eventually I reached out my finger and just placed my finger as a branch so that it would hop on. And it did, and I just gently held down its feet while I walked it to the door and allowed it to fly away. The fear that the bird had to get away from its perceived predator in a fearful situation caused it to actually do more harm to itself than good. Fear often does that to us as well, because the fear that generates in our mind often creates what we are seeing in the world around us. We have to be very cautious about that. From our vantage point, we cannot see everything that the Lord has planned for us. We can't see the fullness of the way that He has prepared for us. And we don't often know that what we fear might be dangerous to us is actually there to help us along the way. Yes, there will be times of setbacks, there'll be times of difficulties, but we should move forward in the power and the presence of the Lord who is always with us. The Apostle Paul reminds us, as he's writing to his student Timothy, he says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and self-discipline," or a sound mind. As we walk in this life, we have to remember that the Spirit of God that dwells within us is not one that'll be unjustly or wrongly fearful, leading us to wrong conclusions and wrong actions. Rather, it'll be a fear of the Lord in whose presence we always walk, as He leads us and guides us, and we'll see the power of God moving before us, going before us. We'll experience the love of God, not only in our own life, but as we love our neighbor as ourselves, but also keeping this mind focused on the things of heaven, not of the things that might be dangerous here in this world. We've been commissioned with a purpose, and as we walk in that purpose, let us hold on to the hem of His garment. Let us hold on to His presence, and let us walk without fear of what is over the next horizon. Shabbat Shalom.